very welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today I want to be talking about how I progressed as fast in figure skating. This is a personal experience, so I will be telling my story. I hope you enjoy. So the first point that really made a difference was not thinking competitively. I supported my friends. I was always so proud of them. Like, I'm still super proud of them and what they achieved. That led to the fact that they supported me back. They told me I can do it and everything, and it just helps a lot to have a supportive environment in your sport. It also shows that what you do to others comes back to you. The second point is the right environment. So I personally don't talk bad about others behind their back. If I have a problem with certain people, I just tell it straight to their face or ask them whether something is going on. It really helps to keep that healthy environment up. It really makes it non-toxic as well. Through the supportive system and not talking bad about others behind their backs, it just creates a really chill and great environment where you can learn really great and practice new skills. Also, to the right environment, I have a really good support system which consists of my friends and my family. They're all really supportive when it comes to figure skating, so I think that it really had a big impact on how I progressed and that I progressed so well. Okay, the third point is mindset. I personally quickly realized how much I loved figure skating and that it really was my passion and I wanted to do it, and I definitely wanted to keep doing it when I first got into learn to skate classes, and I just loved it more than any sport that I had done before. My motivation was really there and it got me into wanting to work more. I really have a passion and huge motivation for this sport. I'm so thankful for finding it as well, but in general, having that motivation and that fire in yourself, being like, oh, I want to keep doing that, I want to get better at it, that made a really big difference on how my jumps progressed, my spins, my steps, just everything, because I really wanted it. Another point about your mindset, and it's really hard for me sometimes as well, is that you don't beat yourself up if something doesn't work out perfectly. The fourth point is training with friends. I love being around people. Training with my friends I made in skating, in my learn to skate classes, it got me into really loving what I do and sharing my passion, going to the ice rink with them together. My friends and I did that all the time last year when I started. We just went on the weekends and hyped each other up. Having those friends around you is so motivating. It motivates you to keep going. Being able to talk to them about your progress and them understanding it, and also being in the same place as you are, it's so amazing. Also, if you don't make friends or haven't made friends yet, don't be afraid to talk to people at your rink, because the worst thing that can happen is basically them being mean. But it could also happen that they are super nice and you can just go on talking all the time. Also about my friends, I just love that they share my passion. I think that it really helps all of us to improve. Okay, so the fifth thing is practice. Practice. Since I went on the weekends, I practiced more often, which meant that I had more ice time. I had, in general, more time to improve my jump, spin, steps, and everything that I have practiced in the sessions before. So I can really recommend going to the rink more often. Then I always listen to music, because music can be so motivational. Like, music motivated me a lot if I listened to the right music. Then, on the second place, it also gets emotion out of you. If you listen to really dramatic or emotional music, for me, for example, I got the chance to kind of live out my artistry, flow around over the ice and do anything but just feel the music. Improvisation, do it, just do it. It may improve, it may not. Maybe next time, you will see then. If you feel uncomfortable around your ice skating mates or something, just do it in the public session. The people don't know you. The people probably never are going to see you again, so you have no reason to be uncomfortable. A great tip for practicing stuff is also visualizing it. Going through it in your head, going through the motions, going through everything that you're going to do. For example, if you're learning your axle jump, okay, you're standing at your starting position if you do it from no speed at all, and then you think through everything that has to happen until you jump off, and then how do you land? How do you feel when you land? What are your arms doing? What is your leg doing? What is in general happening? Go through all of that, because it just made me feel really safe, and definitely more safe than I felt before. Practicing, of course, doing things all over again, even if you fail, even if you fall. Okay, another point is overcoming fear and mental blocks. It's kind of easy. Fall, get up, and try again. Well, it's easier said than done, but I did it. I do it, other skaters do it, even coaches do it. I mean, not everything works out all the time. You shouldn't let your fear stop you from doing what you're capable of. For example, I was learning my axel jump and I fell into my head and I was like, oh my god, that was scary. And I'm still so afraid of me falling onto my head again. I didn't jump it for 1.5 or 2 months after I fell, and that was really stupid. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get into it again. And last week on Monday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump off once today. And I did all those exercises that you should do before the jump. And then I jumped off twice. And I was like, okay, I'm so proud of that. I didn't jump off once, I jumped off twice. And that made a huge difference to me. On Tuesday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump off 5 times today. I jumped off 7 times. And then on Friday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump off 10 times. Then I was able to jump off 2 times and I was like, okay, I'm way too afraid. I want to jump off 7 times. And it didn't really work out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a short break. I'm gonna do double loop. I fell a million times on double loop, but that took my fear of jumping a little, and after that I jumped off 12 times. So instead of jumping 10, I jumped off 12. I don't know, that makes one really proud. So definitely keep going because you can do it. Setting achievable goals. Okay, so my coach once said that it's great to have a goal and go into a session with a goal. For example, I want to learn my axle today. But don't be devastated. Don't be completely destroyed or completely sad if it doesn't work out. If it doesn't work out this time, maybe next time, maybe the time after next time. But if you keep working on it, eventually it will work. It's better to set achievable goals that make you happy if you achieve them. Get back to my axle example. Then setting huge goals. For example, I'm gonna land triple loop today. If you don't even land your double, of course you're gonna be completely disappointed if you don't even land your double and you want to do a triple. I mean, that's a huge example, but you get what I'm saying. If you set those small goals, for me, it helped me a lot. Setting small goals, and then I was like, oh my god, I did this today, I did that today. I want to do a better backspin today, and then I did a backspin with 5 revolutions. I was like, yes, thank you, because it just made me so happy that I achieved my goal. Then we get to, I saw this on Instagram sometime and a person wrote this and I was like, whoa, that changed my view. Step by step, day by day. I think this fits so many parts of life and it is so true because you don't have to build a bridge in one day. You will build plank for plank until you can walk over the bridge. It works like that. Also, if you know the book Atomic Habits, it was like improve 1% every day and by the end of the year you will have improved 36.5%. And that's a third. It's over a third of what you were capable of the beginning of the year. So keep that in mind when skating. Also, to celebrating small progress for me was being proud of what my body was capable of. Because I'm being honest, I did do too much and I'm still doing too much sometimes. If you sit down and you're like, okay, whoa, my body can do this, it just changes your view a lot. For me, it did it. And sometimes I really have to remind me of that too. Being thankful of what my body is capable of, because we take it for granted sometimes, or even I do. I'm like, yeah, okay, of course I can do it, but what if I broke my leg now? What if I broke a foot? I wouldn't be able to do this. Another thing that helped me to improve a lot is writing down what we did each session and rating it on a scale from 1 through 10. 1 is the worst, 10 is the best. This also makes you really aware of small progress. I did this when I really just started figure skating. On my first learner skate lesson, I started this. So maybe I wrote crossovers and I rated it a 1, and then as a note I said, I can't really cross my legs. And then 3 sessions later, I rated crossovers a 5. And I was like, I can cross my legs now. And that's such an amazing thing because you can just look back at what you wrote about it 5, 6, 7 weeks ago and you can see how much it progressed. It also made me relive my session and just think about the feedback that the coaches gave me or my coach gave me. I also wrote that down on the side because if I have that feedback in mind, I can always take a look back at it. It really worked well for me. It also calmed me down to write down all of this a lot, and it made me really happy and calm and just feel really good after skating sessions. And I think that this calm and happy mindset really also helped me progress. Then we get to off-ice training and stretching once a week. I had practice on Saturday mornings, and always before I had the morning practice, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up early. And then I did 30 minutes of off-ice training. I can also blend this sheet of what I did in here. Then I did 25 minutes of stretching. I can blend that in here. And it just made me feel really strong and powerful before I got to skating. And then I just put on those muscle warming pants that I have, those trash bag pants, and I went to training and I was already warmed up a little. I was woken up because training so early in the morning made me feel ready for the day. It also improved my strength and flexibility. Then we get to skates. I think that skates are a really important part of improvement, and I was really lucky and I'm really grateful to have had really good skates from the beginning. Well, really good skates according to my level. I started with the Idea Overtures and the MK Flight Blades just when I got into Learn to Skate sessions. I did 1 or 2 sessions with those rental skates and then I upgraded because I was so sure that I wanted to keep doing it. I was getting along really great with the ideas, and I even used them when I had already started learning my axel. I did double Salchow attempts in them. I also did some hard spin positions in them. I really used them. Even the MK Flight Blades, they were on the blade the whole time, on the boot, I'm sorry. I upgraded my boots and my blades to Idea Chorus and the MK Professional Light Blades, and I'm really happy with them so far. I feel like I should have upgraded way earlier. Then we get to money. Of course, money is an important part when it comes to improvement. Training is expensive and you have to get training, and additional fees, competitions, dresses, and the cost of skates, they're all expensive. It makes a difference whether you're training once a week or 3 times a week. I'm just really lucky and blessed and also so grateful that my parents made this possible for me, because without them, I obviously wouldn't have had the chance to get through all of that. Then skating camps. They're also a part of money. They also played a big role in my improvement. I was able to go to skating camps through my parents again. Especially my mom, she worked there and I skated. It was an amazing experience and I'm so grateful for it. We have really small groups in skating camps. I think I was in a group with 2 to 3 other people, and sometimes I even was alone and I didn't pay any additional costs or anything. So that was crazy. It was crazy. And it also improved my skating a lot. Those small groups are just so helpful. Your coach is able to take a way closer look at you in skating camps and also to judge you way better and look at your skating way more. Just help you improve, do more advanced things even maybe. Skating camps are a big part of the environment part again. You can do so many things with your skating friends or the people who are in a camp with you. We went to have food, we went to go on to those summer kart rides, you know, where you just go down a hill in like a little cart. It was really amazing. And just do things which you maybe wouldn't do if you were in normal training. Then we get to private training. Of course, it always plays a money part again, but I personally didn't start private training until I was working on my program for skating competitions. And I started working on my program in private training with my old coach, and she also did the program for me. It was really good. And overall a great program for my first competition, and I only used this program once because we only made it for one specific competition. In summer this year I started private training again because I wanted a new program, so we started doing a new program, and now I'm still in private training working on that program because we also want to make it longer so I can skate advanced categories, more advanced categories. It's really great to have private training because your coach only focuses on you and only you. That's an amazing thing, and in the end it will be really helpful. Again, I'm really blessed to have my parents who made this possible for me. And of course, you get more ice time, which means you get more practice and more focus put onto you, which I personally think makes you improve a lot. Of course, there are different ways for skaters to progress and succeed. This was just my personal story and my experiences that I made. I didn't take this from any books, any professionals, nothing. I was just talking about what I learned and what made me improve on my skating journey. And I hope I could inspire you and help you out, or just make you more interested in general in sense of skating. If you have any questions, you can really comment them on this video or send me a message through Instagram or comment on my Instagram post. I would really appreciate it. And I thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye!